Hello, all my wonderful souls, and welcome to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I will be doing a reading for the beautiful sign of Aquarius for the month of October. I hope, Aquarius, you guys are doing well. Do let me know in the comments section how the month has started for you. As you know, this is a general reading, so there will be parts that may not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today. In the past position, we have the Devil, clarified by the Knight of Wands. In the obstacle position, we have the Ten of Pentacles, clarified by the King of Swords. In the present position, you have the Six of Swords, clarified by the Seven of Wands. And in the future outcome position, you do have the Four of Swords, clarified by the Seven of Swords. The month of October is challenging, but it's becoming easier, Aquarius. Things are becoming easier. The worst part is over. It is behind you because your consciousness has expanded. You've experienced certain amounts of realization, your observation, your analytical skills, your connection with the divine, your meditating. Even if you don't actually sit and meditate, you do meditate without realizing that you do, especially when you find yourself in the moments of stillness where everything is, very, very calm, your chakras are closed, your energy is moving around you and through you. Well, in those moments of stillness, you do have a much more stronger connection with the source or the divine or the higher power, however you prefer. This month is pivotal for you, especially around October 17th. There's a full moon in Aries that is going to be that's going to bring in much more relief. And on October 12th, I believe, just a few days ago, you may still be kind of under the influence of this particular astrological movement. Things are becoming easier, is what I'm trying to say. For Aquarius especially, the power is now coming back and flowing into you. So be very careful how you use that power for yourself and for others, because remember, there should always be an intention to serve others 51% and 49% to yourself. So it's very, very important to recognize how much you've come, how much you've experienced, how much you've learned, how much you have evolved. You are becoming a very different being from what you used to be just a few years ago. So this is important to recognize, and it is important to celebrate as well. It's important to have easiness in your spirit, and as you walk, to have a little pep in your step, which is coming back, especially because of this combination here. You have the Devil with the Knight of Wands, and I really like that it is in the past position because it signifies that you've left something that was limiting you, that was holding you back in place, stuck. It is behind you because you have freed yourself. And this is truly your era. Aquarius era is coming into being. And so you will really feel like you are easily manifesting, like you're easily able to cultivate many different things in your life. So this is really good news. The Devil is a major arcana card that signifies temptation, unhealthy attachments, lack of freedom, being obsessed with something, being chained to something, overly focusing on the materialistic things and ambition. Basically, the Devil's job is to distract. The Devil's job is to keep you away from connecting to the Supreme Being, to the higher power, however you want to call it. The Devil's job is to keep you focused on the exterior rather than on the internal things, because that is where your true power lies. It's not on the external. It's not about consume, bigger, 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 better, 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 newer, 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 newer. That is a rat race that never ends, that continues and continues and continues, all the while benefiting others, and especially the devil. So the fact that the devil is appearing in your spread, it is a sign that there is a major, major, major breakthrough and change happening for you, Aquarius. So this is a really good sign. And what you've learned, especially with under the devil's influence, is impulses and how they control your ways of thinking, how they control your, how it controls your relationships in your life, different situations, you know. The devil likes to feed on the lack of an awareness of a person. And so you were able to break through that dominating influence in your life, whether it be an unhealthy situation or an unhealthy person, maybe like a dependent attachment to that. And this is what the Knight of Wands definitely signifies. It could be someone in your life in the past that was a bit of a bully, that was a bit of a like domineering person from whom you were able to break free. For some of you, it is breaking free from a toxic situation that was created by a person in your life. And so, good for you. For others, it could be, that you're becoming much, much better at controlling your impulses to act in different scenarios, in different circumstances. So you're becoming much stronger, and everybody has a spine, but there's also a spiritual spine, right? And your spiritual spine is kind of becoming more stronger. You have more say than you used to, because you reclaimed your power. And so your connection with the divine is very strong, especially at this time. Now, in the obstacle position, you have the Ten of Pentacles clarified by the King of Swords. The Ten of Pentacles tells me that you need to focus on the physical aspects of your life. It could be resources, financial resources. It could be your home, your body. It's the physical aspects of life. I don't know why I can't talk, because my mind is running faster than my mouth can keep up with it. That's why. But the Ten of Pentacles tells me there is lack of balance between materialistic things and spiritual things in your life. And so what I think is happening is you're trying to find that balance. You're trying to establish that balance, which is, it takes a lot of courage and bravery. So good for you for trying to establish that balance. There may be some tradition that is holding you back. Well, it's always been done this way, so I have to, continue the tradition. It's important to recognize that as we enter this new era, traditions change. It's okay to let go of the old traditions because the times have changed, and maybe this new time is for new traditions, and maybe later on, the old traditions will return when the Aquarius era, if you will, goes away, right? So it's important to be aware of that. It's all about freedom, like let it all hang out, enjoy being free. If you want to sit on the couch for an entire day, sit on the couch for an entire day. If you want to go hike some crazy 20-mile hike, go hike some crazy 20-mile hike. Do what makes you feel great and confident, and reestablish the balance between feeling the need for safety and security and indulging your spirit and discovering the wonderment of life and feeling like amusement from the experiencing this lifetime in this incarnation that you are living. But definitely family is at the forefront, and it comes across very clearly here in the Ten of Pentacles, because there are some family issues issues that have to be rebalanced, they have to be resolved, that there's got to be some sort of a solution to find the middle ground. We do see that you have the King of Swords in the clarifying position, and he is, unpleasant when he is in the obstacle position, because he can be quite manipulative and very judgmental, almost oppressive, if you will. And so that might be the energy that you are experiencing while you're dealing with family affairs and trying to balance things out. And so remember to, take breaks throughout the day, find the moments of stillness. Remember to refocus on nature, look outside, look out the windows, look at the bird or the squirrel or whatever else kind of nature you have, but remember to refocus, because it brings your energy kind of back into a grounding way, right? It grounds your energy. If energy is not grounded, it is not much use. You cannot accomplish a lot with energy that is not grounded. So it's very, very important to ground your energy. It's very important to meditate. The more you meditate, the easier, the more you make things happen with energy rather than physically doing things. Meditating allows you to accomplish things energetically, whereas you don't have to, get up and go someplace and get something or pick up, drop off. Like, energetically accomplishing things conserves your physical energy. You're not frying your third chakra, right? You're not expanding and frying your second chakra or the first chakra, right? You're using what you have, which is energy, to your advantage rather than physically getting things done. So meditating allows you to accomplish that. Understanding that, for example, running earth energy and cosmic energy helps you get rid of foreign energy inside of your body, which helps you stay true to yourself, which minimizes the deception you tell yourself, which helps you really evolve and live according to your truth and authenticity, right? Because foreign energy gets into us from articles or news or movies or radio or what the neighbor said or what the coworker said or what the friend said. All of that is foreign energy. Movies are highly designed to program people, right? Many media outlets, the way people talk, what they say, how it is presented, words are very limiting. It can be very manipulative, to, like, throughout conversation, people can use manipulative words to program you. Specifically music, like different, songs, different words in those songs can be highly programmable, and so on and so forth. That steals your time, that steals your energy. So it is important to get rid of foreign energy, and the way you do it is by running earth and cosmic energy. If you do Kundalini, that helps your body in terms of Kundalini helps you feel healthier, and it establishes like an energetic spine. Like you have a physical spine made of bone and whatever else, but you also have a spiritual spine, which Kundalini helps, and so that's important to be aware of. In the present position, you have the Six of Swords, which is a good card, but it is clarified by the Seven of Wands, which is not so good. The Six of Swords is largely a positive card because it suggests that you are transitioning to a better situation, to better circumstances. Things are becoming easier in your relationships, at home, at work. You feel like there's not as much burden on your shoulders. The burden becomes a little bit easier. It's kind of like walking with the burden rather than carrying it. But you do have the Seven of Wands in the clarifying position, and I do have to say, keep staying committed to the task at hand, because you know what's best in your life for you, and so don't ever give up. Don't don't you give up. Keep making sure you walk forward until this transition is fully complete. The Seven of Wands is kind of a card of resistance. And so there may be some resistance around you as it relates to this transition. You're trying to make your life better, easier, more suited for you, where things are, much more the way you want them. But there is resistance from someone that is coming in. There's someone who doesn't want you to move on. There's someone who doesn't want you to transition to a better, calmer situation, to a better path. There's someone who is perhaps overly dependent on you or overly identifying with you, but they're seeing you as this person that like maybe they're comparing themselves to you, but there's some kind of an energetic connection there, and they don't want you to reinvent yourself. They don't want you to move on. And so it's up to you to push past your doubts or maybe internal fears. It's up to you to continue moving forward. And remember that the universe has a plan for everyone. So that other person is going to be just fine as they go through their own lessons and through, cultivating and releasing their own karma, because some of the karma is positive, some of the karma is negative. You release the negative karma, but you cultivate the positive karma. So don't let anyone or anything stop you. Keep moving forward. In the future outcome position, you have the Four of Swords clarified by the Seven of Swords. It's interesting because the divine here is saying keep things to yourself. This is not the time to talk. This is not the time to announce your plans. This is not the time to share to the left and to the right and whoever is willing to listen. This is the time to find the peace within and keep things to yourself. Be strategic about your plans, about what you know, about where you're going, about what is happening. Be strategic, be silent, move in silence. Learn to be comfortable with silence. Learn to be comfortable with, following your strategy. Avoid confrontation, avoid getting kind of mixed in with other people's difficult emotions. Keep to yourself, focus on yourself, be mindful of other people's intentions, because not everyone's intentions are going to be pure. Not everyone is as strong, and that's why they're learning strength. And when people are not super strong, and when people are kind of struggling a little bit, sometimes they it's like when people are out in the water and some can't swim, they're afraid of drowning, so they cling on to other individuals, and then they end up kind of drowning the other people. So make sure, again, to first and foremost focus on you, and remember not to overshare. This is not the time to share. I'm going to quickly shuffle the tea leaf cards here, and I'm going to pull 3 tea leaf cards to see what else we can clarify with this message. We have archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. So remember, you want to keep that to yourself. You want to focus on doing things yourself. And so October is a very significant month for you, Aquarius. And one more tea leaf card. Let's see. Okay, shuffled, and I'm gonna pull this one. Dolphin, financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. Very good messages so far. Let's see what the Angel and Ancestor Oracle card has for us. And we've got Fire Guardian, ignite your passion. So what makes you feel like it's not work or it's not an activity? What comes natural to you? What do you like? What do you enjoy spending your time doing? Focus on that because it will lead you to new opportunities. I'm also pulling an angel oracle card, and we've got improving health. So this is kind of like the Kundalini energy. You see this, right? It's like two snakes and they're coiling, right? And they're coiling and they go up. And they start at the first chakra and they go up to the seventh chakra of a person. So they sort of, the energy comes out here. And it does help improve health. Running sexual energy is also very important. Do reach out to me if you want me to provide more information on that. I'm also going to pull a moon oracle card, and we have action. A lot of action is coming in, especially around the full moon, October 17th. Make sure to energize the water. If you put like a bottle of water on a windowsill and in the full moon it will energize. You can also put crystals, and crystals will get cleared by the moonlight and energized by it. Let's also pull a mystical wisdom card for you as well. And we have children. Know that your children are protected. Sometimes people ignore this card, but this is such a powerful card, especially when you're away doing something. Knowing that your children are protected is everything. And so this is the divine's way of putting your mind at ease. You know, you don't have to completely break your back taking care of your children, because parents do work a lot to provide. It's important to know that your kids have your back and they're smarter than you think, and so you don't have to overly worry about them. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Aquarius. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I'll see you next time.